Hey you guys, okay, I have a really quick lower body focused workout with your ball. Okay, so standard 8 to 10 inch Pilates ball. Mine is slightly deflated. Okay, and the only reason I have it a little bit deflated is so that I have a little better hold and grip on the ball today. It is going to be behind our knee. Okay, so I suggest if your ball is really firm right now, just for this workout in particular, just take some air out. Okay, you can always place it, put the air back in later, but that way you'll have better hold on the ball. And I don't want you to get frustrated because I don't want you to leave me. This is only 20 minutes, okay? So we're gonna get it done together. All right, lower body focus. So hips down, okay? We're gonna focus on mobility, stability, and strength. All right, so we're gonna start with plies. You're gonna need a countertop, a desk, a bar. I am obviously using my ballet bar, and I know most of you do not have that at home. You absolutely do not need it. It's just what I have in the studio right here for filming purposes. But you have a desk, you have a table, a countertop, a sink, anything at all where you can place your hands lightly right in front of you. Perfect. That's all you need. Okay? So we're going to start facing your countertop or table. You're going to take your ball just above the knee to the inner thigh. Okay, please no higher than the just above the knee. Okay, you don't want it all the way up here because it's really not going to do any good. I want you to have it just above that knee joint. Okay, right from here, all 10 toes are going to shine forward. I'm going to narrow my stance so that my feet are directly underneath my hips. Okay, my hands are going to be on that table or countertop, mine on my bar, and I'm going to lengthen away from the bar so that my arms are nice and straight and I have a soft bend to the elbow. Okay, right from here, we're going to start with plies. In a plie, your chest stays tall, okay? Exhale, you're going to bend your knees. Inhale as you stand up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Okay, so you've probably heard me say this in a bunch of my other videos, but in a plie, the difference from a squat is that your chest stays lifted. Okay, so your sternum, which is right here, and your pubic bone, which is right here, I want you to keep those two aligned. Okay, sternum over pubic bone. Bend and press. Exhale, bend and press. Now, when you stand up, I want you to think about squeezing your quads and squeezing your glutes. That's going to happen naturally, okay, but I just want you to emphasize it a little bit. Just a little extra mind to the muscle, right? If we mind that muscle, we're going to get more out of it than if we just go through the motions. Okay, so I want you to think about what you're doing. Again, this is a short workout, okay, so we can stay focused together. You're here for 4. Press. Good. Last 3. And press. You've got 2. And press. Now, I don't really even need the bar. Right? On your next one, you're going to stay nice and low in that plie. Okay, so my knees are bent, my chest is tall, my belly button's pulled up and in. Now from here, I'm just going to squeeze on my ball. Now I'm going to squeeze from my upper inner thigh. So I want you to think all the way up close to the pelvis. Your ribs funnel into your pelvis. Your pelvis and inner thighs narrow on that ball to get that squeeze. Okay, so again, mind that muscle. Squeeze. Staying nice and low. Again, hands are light. You're going to see me remove my hands from the bar a ton of times, okay, because I want you to see that you don't really need it, okay? It's there for a little extra support and stability, but I don't want you to hang off your table or lean onto it, okay? We're going to support ourselves. 8, 7, squeezing on the ball. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Now, on your next one, you're going to hold the ball just the way you started, right? No extra squeeze. Your feet are flat. From here, we're going to pick up our right heel. So pick up your right heel, set it down. Pick up your left heel, set it down. Okay, now your ball's going to wiggle as you do this, right? Because one heel is lifting and one heel is not lifting. Don't worry about the ball, right? If you've got that little bit of pliability in it, shouldn't be too hard to hold on to. All right, we're going to lift and lower those heels, alternating for 4. Stay right here. Stay in your plie. Last 3, lift. Left heel, lift. Good. Last 2. Good. Right and left is 1, right? Last 1. Right and left. Now, on your next one, you're going to lift both heels together. Both heels lift and lower. Lift and lower. You're staying in your plie. Lift and lower. Now I have a little bit more pressure on my bar. Okay, again, You should not really need it, okay? You should be able to lift and lower without the ball. And it takes a couple reps, right, to find the stability needed to maintain control of the rest of your body, right? To not shift your weight too far forward. Hang on. Good, you're gonna start to feel those quads really light up here. Okay, you're here for 6. Opening up the front of the ankle as much as possible. Good, you've got 4. Last 3. Every time you set your heel down, press it into the floor. You've got 2. On your next one, you're going to keep those heels lifted, and you're going to squeeze that ball again from the upper inner thighs squeeze. Okay, if things are starting to shake, that's fantastic. Let the body shake. That's all the connective tissue and that fascia. The connective tissue is called fascia. It's all shaking because it's all working. Good, we're here for 6, 5, 4. Remember those controlled pulses. 3, 2, hold the squeeze on your ball, pulse your plie, 1 inch up and down. Tiny little lift and lower. I want you to think about your glutes, okay? Lifting and lowering you. You're here for 8, 7, heels are lifted. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, now right here, you're going to squeeze the ball once, pulse down and up once. Squeeze, down and up. Squeeze, down and up. Heels are still lifted. Whoo, down and up. Squeeze, down and up. 8, down and up. 7, down and up. 6, good. You've got 5. Whoo, squeeze. 4, last 3. Good, you've got 2. Last 1. And place your heels all the way down on the floor. Oh my goodness, come up. Okay, I'm going to go side facing. Right hand on the bar, okay, or the table or the countertop. Left leg is going to take, or left knee is going to take your ball. All right, so you're standing on your right leg like a flamingo, okay? Our knees are going to line up, okay, and the ball is just at the crook of that left knee. You're going to flex your foot, okay? So flex it sincerely. From here, I'll give you a side view just to start. You're going to keep yourself nice and tall. Softly bend your right knee, just a teeny tiny bit. I don't want you to lock out the joint. Your left leg, you're going to squeeze the ball into the hamstring. Squeeze. So I'm getting my heel closer to my butt. That's the movement right there. So you're going to feel the back line of that leg light up. Okay, just a little squeeze. Keep that right knee soft. Again, you should not really need your countertop or table. It's there if you need it. You can have just a light touch. Good. Squeeze that ball into the glute for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, right here. Hold your squeeze. You're going to take that leg now. We're going to hydrant out to the side. So you're going to laterally lift that left leg out and bring it back. Again, light touch on the bar or table. Out and back. Out and back. And notice, everything is nice and stable. So I don't care how high you hydrant or pick up that leg, okay? I want you to isolate the movement to the femur and the hip. The femur is the top of your thigh bone, right? This is a ball and socket joint that we're working on right here. We only have 2 in the body, the hip and the shoulder. They're supposed to be the most mobile joints in our body. So we want to work on keeping them that way. And all this mobility and stability work is fantastic for it. Okay, that right side is all strength and control, stability. Okay, and we're finding mobility and endurance strength on this left side. Okay, lift and lower. You've got 4. Lift and lower. Last 3. Lift and lower. 2. Good. Last 1. Now, knee under the hip. You're going to circle your kneecap. So your kneecap is going to lift forward, out and around. So you're going to draw a circle with your kneecap. Okay, my circle is maybe the size of a basketball. Okay, I want you again to think about the movement coming from the top of the hip. Okay, you're going to make it as big as possible. Right leg is still soft and it's nice and stable. Good. Light touch on your table or countertop. You're here for 6, 5. I feel the heat in my right leg. 4. Good. 3, 2. We're going to take this circle the other way. So we're going to take the kneecap back, out and around. Back, out and around. My left foot is still flexed with that ball. So I've got a nice grip on the ball from the back line of the leg. Okay, nice light touch on your table. Good, big mobility, big circle. 6, 5. Good, you've got 4. Last 3, 2. Okay, we got one more layer to do here. Keep that knee under the hip now. You're gonna start to hinge. So I want you to think about, where does your leg meet your hip? Right here, that crease. You're gonna hinge forward. From there, your left knee will naturally travel backwards, not gonna go too high, and then you're gonna come back up. Okay, so natural hinge forward. Let the left knee travel with your hinge. Inhale up. So it's a little bow forward, right? I keep the back flat. What's happening here is your pelvis is rolling over that thigh bone, that femur. And that's where the heat comes on that right side. That's why it feels a little burning sensation right there. Good, that's good. We want that. Relax your right toes. All right, you're here for 4. And come up. Good, last 3. Again, think sternum with pubic bone, keeping that alignment as you hinge. 2. And I fall over. Good, last 1, you're gonna hold your hinge, hold it. Now your left heel with that ball, you're gonna pulse it up, up, up. Light touch on your counter. Up, up. For 8, 7, right knee is soft. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come all the way up. Ooh, okay. Well, there goes my ball. It needs to be on the floor now anyway. The ball is coming under your left foot. Okay, so I'm going to stay side facing to my countertop. Okay, right foot on the floor, left foot on the ball. Okay, so just rested on the ball. My knee is bent just in front of the hip. We're standing up on that right leg. You don't really need the counter. Okay, now we're going to squat here. Okay, so what that's going to look like is we're going to allow the chest to tilt. All right, so on your exhale, you're going to reach your booty back. As you bend your right knee, your torso is going to tilt forward just a little bit. And then as you inhale, you're going to stand up, right? Exhale, bend. It's a single leg squat on the right side. Okay, so I'm going to give you a side view so you can kind of see what my body is doing, or the bone rhythm of the body. Okay, as I bend that right knee, notice the tilt of my torso. It's a natural occurrence in the body. As we reach the sitting bone back, my chest tilts forward. Okay, so you're going to get bigger range of motion on a squat than you are on a plie. Okay, keep working right there. I'm just going to get back on my bar so we can do it together. Okay, squat and lift. All right, you got 4 more. Reach that sitting bone back, that right side, and up. Good, last 3. So we're getting into that glute all different ways, right? In all different positions, hitting it from all sides. Good. On your next one, you're going to hold your squat. Okay, now right here, light touch on your counter. Okay, I don't want you to lean on it. You're going to pulse down into your ball. Little pulses. Okay, we're not going to bounce on the ball like this. Okay, we're going to control the pulse down into the ball. We're isometric, which means we're not moving, on the right side, right? The right side is in an isometric single leg squat. I'm going to stay right there. Pull that belly button up and in. Okay, I want you to think about the ribs stacked directly over your pelvis. Good, and you've got a really light touch on your counter. Good, we're here for 6, 5, 4. I am going to ask you to remove your right hand from your countertop or table in just a minute. In 3, 2, stay in your squat. Okay, right here, stay in your squat. You've got a light touch on your ball. Bring your hands to prayer. Okay, right from here, we are going to twist to our left. So on your inhale, you're going to twist and look to your left. I'm still in my squat, nothing is changing. And then I'm going to exhale as I come through center. Inhale, twist. So a little extra time under tension, right? We were holding this when we pulsed on the ball, and now we're still holding for this twist. And all this time under tension is forcing the blood to those big muscles on that right side. Good, hang on, twist, and come back through center. You've got 4 more twists. Think about your ribs twisting. Waistline up is where the twist is coming from, okay? Your lower half is nice and stable. Hips don't move. 2, exhale, center, last 1, twist, come back through center, and come all the way up. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay, grab that ball. Whoo! The ball is coming behind your right leg this time, which means your left leg is going to be your stable side. So my back is going to be to you for this side. I'm sorry. But at least you can see the movement from all angles. Okay, so right here, we're going to have a nice light touch on that bar counter table. Your left leg is your standing leg. I want you to soften your left knee. Your right knee is aligned with your left knee. Okay, so it means your legs are straight under your hips. From here, we're going to take that squeeze of the ball. So the heel towards the glute. Heel towards the glute. So you're squeezing with your hamstring. All right, getting your heel a little closer to the booty. And I want you to, every time you squeeze on the ball, I want you to hold it for a second. Okay, again, no bouncing on the ball. I know it's really fun, but it's not going to do anything. Okay, I want you to think, mind the muscle, right? The longer you can hold the contraction and feel the contraction, the more work you're doing. Okay, so I want you to mind that muscle right here. Pulse on that ball. We're here for 6, 5. Good, you've got 4. Last 3. Good, 2, 1. Now hold the squeeze on your ball, and now we're going to hydrant that leg. So we're going to open and close. That should feel a little bit good, like a release on that right side, because that right side already worked really hard. Okay, it was your stabilizing leg the whole time. Left knee is soft. Again, I don't need my counter or my bar. It's just there for a little extra support. Open and close. So we're lifting straight out to the side. My knee stays pointed forward. Okay, that leg stays in that parallel position. Open and close. 8. Good. 7. Remember, it's not about height. Okay. 6. It's about stability and control. 5. Good. You've got 4. Last 3. And if you feel stable, take your hand off that counter. Good. Last 2, it's going to challenge your stability even more, because even that little fingertip touch takes out some of that shake, right? On the next one, you're going to hold the knee under the hip. We're going to start those circles. Forward, out, and around. Kneecap circles. Drawing a circle with that left kneecap. Okay, so I want you to think about drawing maybe the size of a basketball. You've got the hold on the ball from the hamstring and the glute. Hold it there, circling out and around for 6. Good. Nice mobility at the top of that right hip. 4. Good. You've got 3, 2. Last 1. Now we're going to go the other way. Take the knee back, out, and around. Back, out, and around. Nice stability. Again, challenge your balance by taking your hand off that bar or that countertop. Out and around. Good. Out and around. For 6. Good. Last 5. Keep that left knee soft. Remember, we don't want to lock out our joints. Good. You've got 3. Last 2. Whew, there goes my balance right there. On the next one, hold that knee under the hip. Now, from here, we're going to take that. What did we do next? I forget. We did the hydrant. We did the knee circles. Oh, the hinge. Oh, my goodness. How could I forget that? Okay, so keep that left knee really soft, okay? We're going to find that seat crease where the leg meets the hip, and you're going to hinge forward. Okay, the right knee travels back as you hinge forward, and then we come all the way back up. Okay, again, challenge yourself. Try to take your hand off that bar or that countertop, okay, and come back up. My back stays nice and flat, so my sternum and my pubic bone stay aligned as I take this little hinge forward. The pelvis rolls over the femur bone. Everything hip up is nice and stable, right? My right knee stays under my hip as I travel. We're here for 4 more hinges. Hinge. You're going to feel that fire start on the left leg. Last 3. Hinge it forward. Whew. Good, and bring it back. Last 2. Hinge it forward. And bring it back. On your next one, you're going to hinge and hold it. And now with your right heel, you're going to pulse up. Up. Challenge your balance. Bring your hands off that bar, off that counter. Challenge your balance right here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it all the way up. Whoo! Boy, the fire. I feel it. Okay, right foot on the ball. Right foot on the ball. Okay, that knee is bent. We're going to have a light touch on the ball. Left knee is soft. We're going to take that squat now. Okay, so making sure you got your feet a little bit more like shoulder width apart. We're going to reach that left sitting bone back as the torso tilts forward, and then we're going to inhale as we stand. Okay, now you can always take your hands off that counter, because remember, when we do that twist at the end, you're not going to have it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little side profile because I feel weird having my back to you on this one. Okay, so you're going to squat, right, and come back up. Reaching back with your sitting bones. Your right one is already bent, right? So we're really focusing on a single leg squat on that left leg, right? We've got 4. Reach it back and come up. Last 3. As you squat, you want to make sure that kneecap stays behind the toes. That's where the reach of the sitting bone, that's why that becomes so important. Good. Last full one, we're going to start to hold. So on your next one, you're going to find that squat and you're going to hold it. And now we're going to control pulse the ball. Okay, squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. And it's really controlled. I'm not bouncing on the ball. I'm focusing on an isometric hold on my left side. So my belly button is pulled up and in. Collarbone is nice and wide. You've got your bar or your counter there if you need it. Okay, hold on to this right here. 8, 7, 6, you've got 5. Last 4, and 3, 2. Okay, right here, I want you to release your hand from that counter, bar, table, whatever you have. Bring your hands to prayer. We're going to twist towards the right knee. Okay, so you're going to twist, ribs twist. You hold your squat. Exhale back through center. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, come back through center. You've got this. You're holding just a little longer. Time under tension under that left side. Good. You've got 4. Bring it back to center. Last 3. Twist. And bring it back. Last 2. Twist. Your ribs rotate. Your ribs are aligned with your pelvis. They're the only thing that's rotating as the pelvis stays quiet. Give me one more. One more for good measure. Twist. Exhale back to center. And come all the way up. And here's your last and final move because I hate ending single-sided. Okay, you're going to stand. You can face your counter, your table, your bar. I'm going to face you so you can see me, all right? You're going to start in first position. So heels together, toes turned out. Your ball is going to come right between your palms, okay? And we're going to press the ball overhead as we find a wide second plie. So you're going to step out with that right leg, find your plie. Come back, pull the ball to the chest. Step with your left leg. Come back. Step with your right leg. Come back. So a little cardio. A little extra cardio right here to pick that heart rate up. Okay, ending on that high note. Stepping out with your left and your right. So as you step out, right, we're coming into a deep plie, which means our chest is tall. Sternum over pubic bone, right? It's not like a squat. You're going to be an expert on plie and squat after this. All right, so we're staying nice and tall. Our inner thighs open, and that's where we get our depth from. Okay, on your next one, that's not the next one. So I stay in camera view. Let's take it right here. Hold your plie. Your ball is up and overhead. You're going to take your ball into your left hand, and I'm going to move away from my mirror a little bit. Okay, your arms are in an open T. You are low in your plie. Take your left hand. You're going to side bend up and over to the right. Pass the ball to your right hand. Come back. Good. Right hand. Up and over as you side bend to the left. Give it to your left hand. Come back through center. Good. Inhale, up and over. So on these side bends, I don't want you to lift out of your plie. I want you to stay low. Think about the plie as isometric, which means it doesn't move. Okay? I want you to think about on your side bend. lifting your ribs out of your pelvis as you lift up and over. Inhale, lift. Lots of length. Good. Inhale, pass the ball. Good. One more each side. Inhale, up and over. Back through center. Last one. Inhale, up and over. Come back through center. Bring the ball to the chest. Nice little twist to the right and to the left. Stay in your plie. Right and left for 8. Twist. 7. Pelvis is quiet, just like it was on that squat twist that we did. 6. You've got 5. Good. Little squeeze on the ball. 4. Twist. Last 3. Twist. And 2. Little distraction while we hold that plie. Hold it back through center right here. Pulse your plie 1 inch up and down. This is it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come all the way up. Woo, little fire through the legs. All right, really quick, I need to leave you with a little stretch. Place your ball on the floor. Face your countertop, table, bar, whatever you have. We're going to find an L stretch, okay? So you're going to place your hands shoulder width apart. I want you to take a step back, and you're going to make an L with your body. So your feet are underneath your hips or your shoulders, okay? You're going to reach your sitting bones back. Center of the glute is your sitting bones. Reach them back so they're directly over your heels. Your back is flat. You're looking at the floor. Okay, at the same time as we're getting a stretch through the back line of the leg, you're also getting a nice little opening at the shoulder. Okay, so hold it here. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to softly pedal out our legs. So your right knee is going to bend, but I want you to keep your heel connected to the floor. Bend the right knee, bring it back to straight. Bend your left knee. Bring it back to straight. So pedal out those knees. Go at your own pace. Keep your heel down to start. We're here for 4. Last 3. Belly button still pulled up and in. 2. Now, on your next one, when you bend your right knee, you're going to hold it bent and you're going to allow the heel to lift off the floor. Okay, right from here, you're going to take your right arm off the bar and you're going to twist and look to your left. So reach that your right arm through that window to the left. Your right heel is lifted off the floor. You're here for 4, for 3, last 2. Come all the way back through center. Set that right heel down. Let's bend the left knee. Pick up the heel at the same time. Take the left arm off the counter. Reach it through that window on the right. Find that deeper stretch down the back of the right leg. You're here for 4, for 3, last 2. Come all the way back through center. Both hands on the countertop. Let those hands both come off. Let them hang towards your feet. Soften, relax your knees. Head, neck, and shoulders are relaxed. On your inhale, you're going to round and stack that spine. 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way up. And you're all set. Nice, quick little leg burner. Okay, I will see you next time.